Hello, everyone. My name is Chris, the real deal. And I would like to just talk to you for one moment. This won't be long, so you'll be able to just continue strolling or watching other videos. But let me just pour my heart out to you for 1 second, please. A lot of people ask me, why do I keep using the phrase, getting back to being human? Why do I do that? Why do I say that? And I explain to them that because we have lost that very crucial ability to be human. See, being human is not just because we're alive and we're human beings that separate us from animals or from whatever else that may be out there. Being human comes with conditions. It's about loving your neighbors. It's about being a good friend. It's about speaking to strangers and saying hello. And that stranger could become your best friend. That stranger could become the mother or father of your child. It's about caring for one another. Being human is about listening to other people, even when you don't want to really listen to them, but yet you took the time to listen to them. Being human is about loving your family and providing for them the best that you can. Being human is about laughing, having fun, sharing joy. And yes, sometimes being human is about regretting when someone that you really don't like or some family member come over to the house and you know they're going to steal something. You know they're going to drink up your liquor. You know they're going to eat up the food. As soon as they come in and say hello, they run straight to the refrigerator looking for leftovers. But yet that's still being about being human. You just learn that when you see them come in, you lock up everything. So that's what being human is all about. Caring about the next human being and not looking and thinking I'm only going to deal with black people today, with Spanish people, with white people, or people of this race or this politic. It's not about that. And that's what we have gotten around to. We stopped being human and almost becoming like machines. Yeah, machines. Not as smart as them, but we acting like them. We become cold, callous, and insensitive to those around us. Why? Out of fear. Because I don't want them taking what I got. I don't want them asking me for what I got. I don't want them trying to do harm to me. You automatically assume the worst in a person when you meet them. I don't know any of you, well, except for my friends and family, but the majority, I don't know you. But yet, I accept you and say hello to you. And I let you know that I love you. I love each and every one of you because God put love in my heart to love my neighbors. And you're my neighbors, even if we live miles apart. So this is what being human is all about. Sharing and caring. Not being locked up in a prison worse than the one I was locked up in. We got people who's afraid to even go out. They don't go nowhere. They stay home. They go to work and then back home. And I can't really say a whole lot because that's pretty much what I do too. But I'm still human. I still say hello to people. I still embrace people. I still share with people. And I still give to people who are less fortunate than I. All right. My wife and I, we put a GoFundMe page. And we wasn't asking for $150,000. We wasn't asking for any of that. We're asking for those to help so that we could have 20% of what, if we get a house, we want to be able to pay $20,000 on it. And that would help us to be able to get it. Now you say, one lady wrote and said, stop begging. We're not begging. And then she asked, well, why can't you just live in your apartment? Well, the apartment we live in, we pay $1,400 a month rent. And each year it seemed to go up. So we might as well move into our own home and enjoy the comfort of our home. And then the $1,400, I still would be able to afford to pay the mortgage, as long as it's not over $1,400. So, and it hurt my wife's feelings that she said that. But nevertheless, she had a right to speak her mind. So that's why we did the GoFundMe. And that's all we're asking for, to help us get their foot through the door. Now, truth be told, my wife is 84. I'm 67. And we're not going to live 30 years to pay it off. But the point is, we lived in our own home. Our own home that we want to fix up and hook up the way we want to do it. Not an apartment where every time you turn around under the threat of being evicted because you don't pay the extra rent. Come on, really? And that's what the world has been becoming of lately. Threats. Threats by everyone. I don't care if you're president or whatever. People always threatening you. So we did not threaten anyone. We merely asked. We asked you, someone, to be like the Good Samaritan. If you know the Bible, you know the story of the Good Samaritan. How he helped a person that was in need. And how other people walked, or even one on the other side of the street, to get away from them. Now, do we expect to receive anything? Well, we have gotten a couple. But yes, because I truly believe there's still good-hearted people in this society that we live in. I really believe there's still good human beings who do the right things and help other people. And it's not asking you for a whole lot, whatever you can afford. Because you've seen me do it here on my broadcast or on these videos. I've had strangers come to my window and I reach in my pocket and give them my last dime. Because what goes around comes around. What goes around come around. If you want to lock it up and keep it in your pocket and don't share it with no one else, when you die, everybody's going to take it and you won't leave with a penny. So why not share it while you're alive? Help someone. That's all we was asking for. And we call it our dream home because we used to sit in that prison. My wife sit in the visiting rooms for 38 years until I got out. And we dreamed about a home that we could go to where security guards and landlords and stuff can't evict us because they feel that they can. So that's the reason why we're fulfilling our wish dream, or wish, what do they call that, bucket list. And a home is the top of our bucket list. We've already got our love. We already have our God. We already have our pets. Now home is next on the bucket list. So that's the reason why we ask. And if you can understand that and help us, then great. If you can't understand it, then great too, because I'm not going to disrespect, I'm not going to downplay or talk about anyone about yours. And I'm still going to say I love you, whether you help me or not. So let's get back to being human. Let's reach out and help people and do the best thing that we can for others. Let's stop thinking about ourselves and stop living in fear. Stop living in fear. I'm telling you, sometimes when you bless someone, it really feels good. Thank you for listening. And God bless each and every one of you. And my wife and I do love you. I love you, baby. Take care.